Hey everyone, welcome to Throwing Ron's Garage. In today's video, I'm going to be working on this John Deere 2850. Now I did a little short video of replacing the rock shaft seals, but this one I actually cleaned up, got it all ready. Rock shaft seal, or the 3-point bar, I don't know if you guys can see it, that guy right there. There's a bushing in the back side on both sides with seals inside that are leaking. Now this one, it's all this down here on the ground, this wetness. That's just from me washing it and the water residue running off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by draining the hydraulic fluid out and get ready to pull all the 3-point stuff off. Now while you're down here, this is the drain for the hydraulics. Make sure you got 2 relatively clean buckets, as it shouldn't take any more than 2 buckets, I wouldn't think. Well, it does, we'll wish we had another one. But get ready to catch all the wonderful hydraulic fluid, make a mess. Keep an eye on it. Fluid don't look too shabby. I'll clean all my mess up here in a minute. I want to make sure I have plenty of time to swap out buckets. Filling up quickly. All right. One bucket, and I'll put the lid back on that. Keep debris out of the bucket. Come to find out, I did need 3 buckets. Made a mess, but it's getting cleaned up right now. We have the sawdust down there. The lathe sawdust works great. So, while that's finishing draining underneath there, we now have to remove this lower arm, actually part of the 3-point. Take it off with that pin, clip, and a pin. Then of course we'll take it off this arm, which I'm horrible with the terminology. And then I'll have to break that one loose, this bracket here that holds the 3-point chain, because this rod has to come out, and on both sides it has the same bracket, and this one only has 1 U-bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and take that lower nut off, release the other side, just loosen it up a little bit so this can slide over out of the way and I can pull that rock shaft out. Now pulling off this part that retains the rock shaft, it's pretty simple. It's got this spring that goes flying and you have no idea where it went. That's besides the point. Then there's a little pin inside. Let's see if I can release. There we go. Wiggles, falls right out, and this just slides off. And then so does this long shaft, and it's heavy. And see, I don't know if you guys can tell, but see how it's a little damp right there? Yeah, it's leaking from the seal. So it's a good thing we're changing these. They're fairly simple to replace. And yeah, I'll show you how I get them out as soon as I get this other side all tore apart. It's pretty sweet and simple. All right, with both sides now loose, make sure you put a drain pan down below because you are still going to lose fluid. Yes, I did put the plug back up underneath there. I didn't want anything else leaking out, but as soon as you slide this out, see how it hits over here? I have to take that loose, which is already basically loose, and put this back so I quit making so much of a mess. If you're not making a mess, you're not working hard enough. But at least that's what I've been told. So I'm gonna break this the rest of the way loose since it's already there. And then pull this shaft out. So now that this bracket is moved out of the way, I should be able to pull this guy without making more of a mess than I already have. Oh, I'm gonna make a mess. All the way out. And there you have it. What they call a rock shaft is out. Now, the fun part is getting the bushings. But I want to make sure this drains all the way first because we're gonna make a mess. All right, here's the old rock shaft. This is the new one, still in the package. There's the part number. This is the old setup from the other 2850 I just done. And these are the collars that go on the end of the rock shaft. This is the newer style bushing. As you can tell, there's 2 grooves in there. It is meant for this newer seal, which actually works in the older bushings as well, but it's a lot better design. And it has an inner seal. So compared to this other bushing, this one only has 1 groove for the outside seal. This one has 2 grooves, one there and one there for the bigger seal and the smaller seal. And there's the part numbers for you, if you guys are interested in it. I just looked back at my video and realized that this fan over here is really, really loud. So I do apologize for the fan noise on the recording. It's hot, you need a fan. So it is way past 5 o'clock. I'm gonna call it a day. I don't have the tool, the puller, to pull out the old bushings. I'm gonna pick that up and I will get back with you guys on how to remove those. So I'll see you guys soon. Well, in order to get that bushing out, you're going to need this little puller here. Now, I do know that this is a pilot bearing puller, but this works, trust me. I'm gonna get it set up in here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. And what you wanna do is you wanna get that little lip up there with that seal. I'll get it set up in here and I'll show you. Now with the puller in place, I just cinched it down pretty tight with the teeth sitting in the grooves where the seal is. I did not remove the seal because, well, you just don't have to. You just cram this down tight enough that it is sitting in there. And you use the rock shaft. Just go ahead and put it back in place as much as you can until the other end of it is up against these little teeth. And then you just use your big hammer, wherever it went, right there, and hammer gently on this side until you can start seeing it move slowly, and it'll just pop out the old bushing. And then you just do the same thing on this side to remove it. There you have it. Just make sure that you keep a drain pan underneath because you will lose a little bit more fluid. There we have it. Now putting the seal in this bushing is actually not all that bad. You just got to pinch it and just kind of work your way around in there. Sometimes they can be a little bigger if they're cold. You may have to use like a pick of some sort to help push it down in there, but you can maneuver it around. Got the main seal in there, and don't forget the inner seal, since these are the upgraded, nice new and improved bushings. They say they're supposed to last a little longer. We'll see. They can be quite contrary sometimes. There we go. There's the inner seal and the outer seal. This one's ready to go in place. Got you guys a better angle here. Now, you want to make sure when you put it in here, you leave your big seal on the outside. This side is tapered to help fit it in place. You can get a pretty good start, but I don't like to hammer straight on it with the hammer. I usually use like a wooden block or a brass block, but I don't have the brass block with me. And so you break your first block and you keep going. I'll try this way. Just for good measure. Yes. Now, that bushing is in place. I'll go ahead and go put it on the other side, and then you're just ready to slap your shaft into place. Now you just grab your new shaft, grease the end of it, that way it kind of helps slide it in since everything's nice and dry. And you just put it in place, slide it all the way through. Now the seals are going to be a lot tighter than they were. And just go all the way through. Sometimes you got to give it a little bit of a I love tap. There we go. Now we can put the rest of the 3-point all back together, bolt the U-bolts back up. See, the other side's good. And then we get to add the wonderful hydraulic oil. Now with the 3-point all hooked back up, got the little clips down there all installed on both sides. I gotta clean that grease off. I don't want it to look like it's leaking. Now for the fun part, add the fluid. All right, I just finished up topping it off and I fired it up, went through all the motions, made all the hydraulics move. Everything's great, and I just checked it and it is perfectly full. So I'm gonna go underneath and now make sure there's no leaks. I need to double check that drain plug, make sure it's good and tight. But both sides, well, I can't reach all the way over there. Yeah, I can. It's good and dry. There's no other noticeable leaks that need some attention. So I think we're good. Well, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next project. Never know what's going to be next. Might be this thing again. Hopefully not.